Why does Corridor Digital exist? Well, Sam said it the other day. He said, you don't necessarily make art for other people, you make it for you. It comes from the idea that we want to make things that inspire us, and we want to make them in such a way that other people will enjoy them. Primarily, at the end of the day, it's all just about telling the story that you want to tell.
My favorite thing to make is something I haven't seen before. I was going to try to do a joke. I decided against it. My name is Ren. I'm a VFX artist and director slash person who does things here at Corridor. It's a lot of fun.
We've sort of got two different styles of videos that we create now. Cinematic short films. Sometimes they're effects-based, sometimes they're comedy, sometimes they're action. And then occasionally we do longer form narrative things, and some of which get distributed other digital mediums like YouTube Red, Amazon, and Hulu, and things like that.
I got a rendering program called Octane. It's really good at rendering 3D models photorealistically, like really fast. It had been good for everything I'd done up until a certain video, which was the Smallest Empire video. We were rendering entire villages. We're talking buildings, trees, objects, statues, you name it. All kinds of things are on frame for we're talking thousands of frames. It took a lot of time to set up the scenes, get it all tracked and ready to go. And then it was like, all right, shot's done, time to hit render. And even at 10 seconds per frame, which in 3D rendering terms is pretty fast. Even with that, for 1,000 frames, we're looking at like 24 hours to render just a single shot. And that turned into a very long process of, okay, I'm rendering out just the first third of this shot overnight. I'm gonna come back, work all day, and then render the second third. I ended up having to come in on the weekends to set up all night and all day renders over the weekend. Those were the days before I got a new computer.
A backbone of everything that we do is the machines that we work on. Obviously, releasing 20 videos a month can stress your systems if they're not built and set up correctly. So one thing that having these systems has allowed us to do is to do everything we do better and faster. There's nothing more frustrating than working on a project and not having that system respond in real time to what your brain is thinking.
Our workflow here at Corridor is primarily through Adobe. We edit in Premiere, we mix it with Audition, we do effects in After Effects. For the workflow that the Sam and Nico channel demands, there's just a lot of footage, a lot of editing going through that system. After switching from my original machine to the Puget system, just cutting the footage is already faster. Previewing a transition is faster. Applying lumetri and coloring a shot or adjustment layer, faster. I don't have to wait on the program anymore because the computer can actually feed it what it needs to do its job.
I think Gizmo Duck is a case in point for how ambitious I decided to get with projects because of that computer. This video had over a dozen different shots where we had to render out his legs, and it took a lot of time to animate and composite, but the thing that didn't take any time at all was the rendering, which is very counterintuitive to like traditional VFX. Going into this project, I knew that I'd be able to render stuff very quickly, so I decided to allocate more time towards making the animations good and doing the compositing and making sure that that was good. Render times suddenly didn't matter to me. I saw a piece of technology that allowed me to do something else, so I was like, I'm gonna try that. I think going into the future, I'm probably gonna think of all these other kinds of videos that it's like, well, now that I have the ability to do this, let's just do it.